Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, got money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my things. Ain't packing out nobody's things.
Y'all,
Child.
if y'all want to sponsor us, please
do. We are open. We were talking about Juvia's Place before this came on. Juvia's Place, hit us up. I need to finish our what is it called?
Media kit.
Yes, I need to finish that.
Because we need to upgrade our equipment.
Yeah.
We making it do what it do, but it's time for y'all to help us do what we do.
Yeah.
What Lil Whitfield say? I've been taking care of y'all, and it is time.
It is time for you to take care of me. She said, the best schools, the finest clothes.
I'm gonna spit out my drink. That's how I feel about this podcast stuff, y'all. It's like, it's time for you to take care of me because I've been taking care of podcasting.
But you know what? Whenever I think about us or just like success in general, because I told y'all last week, or I've told y'all before, I'm reading Tabitha Brown book this month. And she was saying how some people think she's like an overnight success. Like they just found her videos and then she just blew up. And they don't know she's been posting videos for 5 years. Like she been trying to be an
actress for like 20 years.
For like 20 years. And like this is just what popped off for her. And they were saying it could take 10 years to be an overnight success. And people just think like everything just falls out the sky. And so I just be thinking about that. Like it's so many people doing stuff or like they're successful and they have just been grinding. Like they have just been working and I just need to have that spirit of like grinding to keep going.
No, I'm appreciative for sure, but it's just like, you know, like I said, sometimes it'd be like, it is time for you to start taking care of me.
Yeah.
Because goddamn,
the way is so hard.
Get a computer upgrade and a camera, and like I'd be good. So, you know, if anybody is feeling a blessing on their spirit and they want to bless Black Bougie about it.
Bless Black Bougie and about it.
Do we need to create a cash app? do we need to be put the cash app in the bio? Support our creator GoFundMe. Support our dreams and our hopes and our aspirations.
Okay, child.
But anyway, how have you been? How was your last week or so since the last time we chit chatted?
Let me do
the. Did we do the intro? Did we do the intro?
No, we just started talking.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a day. Welcome back to another episode of Black Bougie About It, where you get real raw, and rich conversation. I am Ebony Ayana.
And I am Jessica Monique. Welcome back.
Welcome back. But how was your week?
My week was pretty good. You know, sometimes life be life, but you know what I'm saying? Still we rise. We're here. In the words of Maya Angelou. Yeah, so I posted my weekly recap today and I had put it's girl get up season. Thank you. And so I just be thinking about Sarah Jakes Roberts is probably like the voice in my head when she be like, girl, get up. Girl, get up. Yeah. Get up for your family. Get up for you. I think about that all the time. Yeah.
No.
And so here we
are. Sometimes I be having to peel myself off that bed, but I get up. You know, y'all know I've been on my little gym thing lately. So
yeah.
I don't be feeling like going. But somebody told me I look thick today at work. They was like, ooh, I was like,
don't tell me, girl.
They laughed at me. I was like, I've been in the gym. Thank you. They laughed. They was like, you funny. I was like, no, I'm being for real. Like, I've been in the gym. Like, so, and I can see it, especially I got on this. I'll show y'all a little sneak preview. For the people who watch the YouTube, this is why you watch. If you listening, you know, if y'all can y'all see that? Bow! Do you see that?
Bow.
Sitting. So
Period.
and this is coming from a non-gym girly, y'all. Even if y'all go and do a little 1-2, just do a little 1-2. You ain't got to do no whole lot of, you know. Now everybody build different. This is a little bit of genetics. Cause my mama.
Please get off this. Get off this.
But what Victoria Monet say? I put that on my mama, on my hood.
Right.
I'm so sad that her tour sold out so fucking fast.
Man.
Because I really wanted to go. But I'm hoping maybe she'll do some more cities or release some more tickets or something, because I really want to go.
I love her. Her face.
And I'm mad I didn't buy the Erykah Badu ticket when I wanted to, because I missed her when she came last week. But I was just like, I don't know if I can do Beyonce.
I heard it was so
back
good.
To back. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. You know, that might be sensory overload. Okay. Cause I might end up in the hospital with conniptions if I go to Beyonce and Erykah.
Be in a different realm.
Okay? Look, I'm just walking around.
Yes.
Like, I'm really trying to figure out how I can scrounge. I don't know when the Atlanta show is or when whatever's going on, but I really want to go to another show. I
was trying to get my mom, because my mom's birthday is in September. I'm surrounded by Virgos. And so I was like, oh, you should try to go, because I have not yet told her that I'm going to the show. And
you love waiting till last minute to tell your mama that you're doing something.
Mind your business. See, this is the thing.
I'm grown now. What song is that? I'm grown now.
I don't know, but yeah. And see, here's the thing. And anybody that's like if y'all still stay at home, or if y'all parents just be in y'all business, you understand what I mean. Anytime if I told my mom something, she'd be like, why you doing that? Why you going over there? You know all that crime out there. That ain't no safe trip. You just two of y'all going. All these people be stealing them cars. You need to watch out. They be taking them girls. These pickpocketers out. Girl, you will not fearmonger me, okay?
My mama not like that. She already know. I'm only telling you out of courtesy that I have these things going on. So I let her know in advance out of safety purposes, because, you know, she the main person I talk to.
Somebody gotta know where you at. Yeah.
I'm not calling to ask for permission. I'm calling to let you know what's going on, and that's it.
Oh, I don't be calling to ask for permission. I haven't asked you to pay for nothing. I'm telling you I'm going, but telling you I'm going is gonna be met with all of that. And so, in order for me not to hear that, I'll be pulling my damn suitcase out the door and be like, by the way,
where you going today?
Oh, I'm finna fly to New Orleans. I'll talk to you. I'm gonna be back on Monday.
That's so bad, Jessica. What if something happened to you? You need to give somebody your flight info.
I tell her. When I tell her, then I go on and text her.
I'm in the car. See you later.
Or like my sister always know where I'm at. Or like Thomas be knowing where I'm at. Or
you got a few more people. See, it's just me and my mama. So it's like I be having to tell her in advance, especially so that she can put in her calendar so that she can recollect. Because sometimes she be like, oh, I had forgot. Yeah. Like, Ma, I told you.
Like literally when we went to Vegas, year before last, I was in TJ Maxx, like looking at luggage. She was like, oh, what you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm in TJ Maxx. Oh, what's in there? What you buying? And I was like, well, I came to look at the luggage. Well, where you going? Oh, I'm going to Vegas tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. And I be telling my mama in September, I'm going to try to go do this. And then in November, I be telling her my whole schedule.
Yeah.
But I understand. You got to know your parents. You got to know your parents and know how they're going to respond to stuff. And everybody's parents is different. My mama don't be caring for the most part. She be like, okay, whatever happening. I'm right. You going to do, and she say, you going to do what you want to do anyway. You always been like that. And, well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, my mom, she basically be like that at the end. But if I told my daddy, he'll be like, oh, okay, like that sound fun. He wouldn't. He'd just be like, you know, make sure you safe, you know, make sure you whatever. But my mama, no, she has to like hound you about stuff. But anyways,
I just love you. It's coming from a loving place.
Oh, I think so, but I don't want to hit it. Yeah, other than that, the week was okay. What about you?
My week was regular, schmegular, boring. Like I really have no updates. If y'all follow me on the Instagrams, which I hope y'all do, I have been in my I want a man, and this is not me. Before y'all be like, oh, she a picking, she desperate, no, I'm just bored. Like I want to date. I miss dating. I want to go out. I want to get drinks. I want to hang out, but I want it to like feel right. You know, that's been the issue, especially because I moved, and y'all know I be dibbling and dabbling on these dating apps. And it's like the way these men approach you on the apps is just like, and this is not a men bash, and I hate men, but for me, in my experience, the men on the apps, they be like, they meet you at 1:00 today, at 4:00, they like, hey, so you trying to link up? You want to go get drinks? Nigga, you just met me. Can we at least talk on the phone a little bit? Like, I just don't be really trying to like meet up with you in person right off the rip, like just out the gate like that. I want to establish a little rapport, like get some information about you, like, you know, so I can, when I go out, I can be like, I'm going out with Bill. He work at Dale, and he got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, so then if something do happen, the people can find, like, that's just how I operate. And I know.
Because at this point, I don't even know if this your real picture. I don't know if what you said was true. I don't know. I know nothing about it. I just met you on the dating app at 12 noon, and you talking about come over.
Link up. No. I literally had a nigga FaceTime me and was like, yeah, get dressed, let's go somewhere. Nigga, I said, nigga, I just met you. I was like, do that work for you? Like, just, am I supposed to jump because you told me to jump? So,
I think it's crazy that guys don't know that's weird.
Yeah, I don't got it in me, and I don't got it in me to teach nobody. So I just really been single. And that's why I've been in the gym, because that's all I can do is like go to the gym, do little outings and things. Like I went to the Centennial Park Sunday and walked around, did a little 5 miles, enjoyed the scenery. Now, let me tell you, girls, if you're looking for men, little T here. Go to a park early in the morning. Go to the basketball courts or the soccer fields or the whatever, and go early. Go about 8 to 10. Y'all gonna see some men's, okay? Now, I can't guarantee they gonna come up to you and you might find your man out there. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know, because nobody came up to me. But I did see some men's out there. They was playing soccer. It was 2 different groups. It was a lot. It was a whole bunch of them, all different flavors. And I seen one dude, he was looking at me, but he was handling business. He was training this little white boy. I think he was like a football trainer or something, because every time I would do my lap, we would look at each other. And I'm like, man, fuck that little white boy. You can come speak to me real quick.
Right. He could have said, at this, you're gonna do your squat.
His daddy understand you. He a man. You a man. Y'all see something you like, you gonna go speak to it. But it's okay, because I'm gonna be going back. I ain't gonna say when, because I don't want to make her a habit just in case stalkers out there. But I will be going back because I want to see some things.
What it's time about.
But yeah,
I'm not mad at you. Recovered. Man. That's cute. That's a good look.
Right, because I don't be seeing nobody in my gym here in my building except people, and I'm not interested. I tried to do it. He was giving weird vibes. I'm good. So back to my brothers and my sisters and everybody else. Yeah, I do be in the gym, so hit me up if you want a gym. Right now, I ain't in there doing too much. I just do a little something. Now,
I wonder if there's some like walking groups or something, because they have a hot girl BHAM. It's like some girls that get together that walk together. I know it's just girls.
They have this black nature group that I'm thinking about joining. Because they do like hikes and stuff sometimes, or like water rafting trips.
Now, that might be some fun.
But yeah, I was looking at their Instagram page. So I'm like, okay, the next little free event they have going on, I'm gonna go to try to meet some folks. Because I do like a good hike. Yeah, I enjoy a quick little. And I would go white water rafting too, but I right now that's not in my budget. But I would do the white water rafting. So when I got some spare change, I might do that too. Okay. And they have like a camping trip too that they're doing too. Because even if I find the Instagram, I'll put it in below so people who are near the the Tennessee area.
Mm-hmm. Even if you don't meet men, you can just meet some homegirls that you vibe with out there.
Right.
You know
I just want to meet people in general. It's not all about, men. Let me preface that as well. I just want to meet people because, I don't know a lot of folks up here and I want to build a tribe of people up here and folks I can kick it with up here. So yeah. Speaking of, and I hope, I'm not going to say no names or nothing, but I did get a DM, y'all, because y'all know I like to live life since we're doing a weekly check-in. I like to live life out there sometimes. I dibbles and I dabbles and I plays. I got a DM from a nice young lady, pretty much saying that her and her man or whatever was like, I guess maybe check me out or whatever. But they don't live near me, but I won't say where they live. But they were like, when I'm near them next, they'd love to take me out and get a drink. I was like, okay. I feel like I would thrive being in a throuple. I really would. I really would. I feel like because when the other one is getting on my nerves, I just go talk to somebody else. When they don't get on my nerves, it's probably gonna be impossible that both of y'all getting on my nerves at the same time, and vice versa.
You say it's gonna be impossible?
It will. Well, not impossible. Let me not say impossible.
I'm about to say.
Now I sound like Ray J. The glasses are unbreakable. 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 I can break these glasses right now. So let me not say impossible. I just think it'll be harder. Like it'll give more space, for things. But anyways, I just thought that was a little interesting tidbit.
Is this somebody that I would know?
I don't think you know this person because I ain't never seen them before.
Okay, cool.
I don't now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize her. Yeah, nah, I don't. She owns a business too, so even if I can't do that, I'm gonna always network and try to. What Issa Rae say? Network across.
All up in there.
Not this.
All up in there.
So, but yeah, I'm good. Life is decent. It is what it is. I'm being an adult, and it's hard out here for a pimp.
As usual.
So let's get into the show and the things that's been going on. So first we're gonna start off with the real portion. And so if you have been online, now this wasn't major headlines, but it kind of was something that like I saw trending and I sent to Jessica and I thought, okay, this is kind of interesting to talk about because over the weekend there was Rolling Loud. Now, which one this was, I don't know, because I remember there used to be like one Rolling Loud. Now there's like 5 different Rolling Louds. There's like Rolling Loud New York, Rolling Loud Miami, Rolling Loud California. Anyways, it was a Rolling Loud. The City Girls performed, I'm assuming, and some footage of Young Miami's son came out of him backstage, like around a whole bunch of women dancing and throwing money and, very much giving club, very much giving grown. And everybody was like, attacking Young Miami. Well, I guess, I don't know if the word was attacking, but just coming at Young Miami saying, you got your kid there. Why would you have your kid there? Da, 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 da. And she replied with, my son at Rolling Loud having a ball backstage. Let's address it. Then she said, that's why I don't post my kids. Y'all bitches can talk sore in y'all mouth about me, but I'll never give y'all a chance to have an opinion about my kids. I don't give a fuck. So, and we don't have kids, so let's preface this. Neither one of us are mothers.
Right.
Neither one of us have kids. We always say that. So this is speaking from a what if scenario, from an outside looking in point of view. I personally feel like, especially at the stage of their careers that they're at, y'all make enough money to have nannies or some type of supervision. And, and I get it, it's your son and you want him to be at your show, but it's like some stuff kids don't need to be around.
Yeah.
And Rolling Loud is called Rolling Loud. Like, to my knowledge, isn't it like I don't want to say marijuana-esque, but it's like,
it's giving very much that, yeah.
It's drugs. Yeah. I know I've known people who've gone to Rolling Loud and they said it's full of drugs. It's a festival. Yes. It's a music festival. And that's not to say like you can't have your kid around you, but I think having him backstage where girls is dancing and he got a wad of money and he acting like he, you know, insinuating he might be throwing money in a strip club or like he grown, you know, it's just like he is still a little kid. He a little kid. And a child needs to stay in a child's place. And I just feel like your kid don't need to see everything everywhere, even if you are any and everywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I also want to say that JT was like, she posted a lot of videos with him too. It seemed like maybe he was standing in front of her or like sitting in her lap or whatever too. And then one of her tweets said, "Me and Jay do Rolling Loud together every year. It's my favorite time because I get to bond with him and turn up. This was the best year. I love the smile." I mean, what kid is not having fun when he like basically at a grown folks party, you know, like.
Because Rolling Loud ain't for kids. I thought you had to be 21 and older to attend or 18 and older to even go.
I mean, yeah, but they celebrities, so who's gonna tell them no at this point? You know what I'm saying? I don't. Obviously, y'all know I'm kind of old fashioned. I don't think that's the place for a child. Of course, I'm not a mother, so it's like I can't speak from a mother's point of view. But like, I just don't think a club setting is a place for a child. That's just how I feel. And I think she said he's 10 years old. He's either 10 or 11. Because I saw some people that was, oh yeah, he's 10 years old. But I think I saw some people saying he was 8 or whatever. But whether he was 10 or even whether he was 14, I don't think that he should have been in the club. I'm not trying to go to the club with my damn child.
Yeah. And even though it wasn't like a club because it was backstage at the show, again, it's still not a place for a kid. It's a club atmosphere.
Yeah, like,
you know?
Yeah, and
it's night. Like, it seemed to be nighttime. It's not even during the day. Yes. You got a late night performance. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's
now, and then it's crazy because we don't know all of the specifics. He could have had a nanny or somebody with him while they was doing all their things, and maybe he just was there for a split second while they was dancing, and that's just a little video. It's like, it's kind of like what we was talking about with the Kiki Palmer thing. Like, we don't really have a lot of context. We just have these like short clips or whatever, so people just taking it and running with it. So, you know, but at the same time, she didn't say, you know, oh, he wasn't even there that long, or you know, he
and JT came out with her statement saying we go to Rolling Loud together every year.
Yeah.
So this seems to be normal behavior. So
and it's probably other celebs. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Everything don't have to be posted, and it could be other celebrities that have brought their kids with them to certain stuff.
Chris Brown had his daughter backstage because I remember that's when that whole little scuffle happened or something, and he was like, "Oh, my daughter back here. That's why I'm acting like this. My kid back here." So you know, but that was even during the day. It seemed to be daylight, so it's like you know, in that with that situation, I don't know. It's just we don't have kids, but it's just like.
I would just be careful. I'll just be careful. And I already feel like the industry is kind of like, not even kind of, but I feel like the industry is dark. And like, you know, I feel like it's a lot of sinister energy, you know, not just among the celebrities, but even just the people around them. And so I just would want to make sure that my child's in a safe place at all times, and that he's never in a position where he could be taken advantage of, even though I'm in such close proximity, because it can still happen. Or even like introducing your kid to drug use early, or them being around.
That's what I'm saying. Drug people.
Right, because I don't even agree with folks like smoking weed in the car with their kids. Like, they basically be hotboxing with their kids, or they always be drinking around their kids, or like I feel like it's one thing if your kids see y'all like having some beers or something, or fixing a little drink, and it's at a barbecue or something, and y'all at home or at your auntie them house, but being out and like them like seeing you turn up, I just think that's too much for a 10-year-old. That's too
Yeah.
much. That's too much. And then, if
Yeah.
on the other hand, if it was a little girl, people probably would definitely be losing their shit. Cause then when she get older
Mm-hmm.
and she be acting grown or whatever, like y'all will be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, why she act like that? She's so entitled. Da 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 da. I mean,
Or
she
when
been
the
around
footage come
that.
out, they gonna be like, that fast little girl. Look at her. She down there throwing money, shaking, dancing. But again, that's the double standard of it all. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of people
Yeah.
don't see anything wrong with a young boy being in an atmosphere like that. Cause no, and this ain't dredging up the past, but this the same young Miami who said what she say she would beat the gay out her kid if she found out her son was gay or
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah.
So you know.
Also, I feel like we have to say this like every 3 to 5 business days. What do you expect? What do you expect? Like a lot of these celebrities, you had to think like that's their upbringing. You know, some of them was probably going to, you don't know, they was going to the club with their mom and them, or you
Right.
don't know like what they lived experiences were, was, whatever. Like,
Young Miami grew up around Trina. That's all we need to know.
you know what I'm saying? So to her, it might not feel
And no
like,
disrespect to Trina. I love you, Trina. But you know, you was out there rapping, talking about some got an ass so big like the sun. Hope you got a mouth for a dick. I want to run. You know, like it just
yeah. I mean, that might be normal to her. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I just feel like to her, she might not think that is like real wrong, but you just expect people who like still young themselves to have these like profound like things, and that's not them. So
Well, we're
I
letting
never
you know here,
understand why
sis.
people be like so outraged when folks do stuff like that. I just be like,
Yeah.
duh.
I'm not outraged. I just was like, you know, y'all know he probably ain't supposed to be there. It's like, let's just keep it a bean and keep it pushing.
Hmm.
He ain't supposed to be there. It's not the proper place for children. Because if it was, it'd be the children rolling loud fest or family rolling loud or
Right.
you know, whatever the case. So
Right. Speaking of
yeah.
places children don't need to be,
Ooh.
they don't need to be on the interstate, but apparently they was never there,
Ooh.
child.
What? I don't even know what song to sing for her. Like, I feel like we should put some on our spirit, but it's like, what do I sing for this? Like, I don't.
I don't know.
Okay, so first, let me preface. I want to be somewhat. I want to say my real, truthful, honest opinion, how I feel. I don't. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we're about to do the final, wrap this shit on a boat, unless, you know, they decide to press charges, and we'll talk about that too. But
Yeah.
right now, we are about to talk about the final thing in the Carly Russell
Yeah.
case from Hoover, Alabama. Because yesterday, we're recording this on Tuesday, yesterday, Monday. The police chief of Hoover came out and let everybody know it was all a hoax. Her attorney sending a statement from her saying that she said she, you know, lied about everything. She didn't have any help and that she came up with all this on her own and all that. So I know everybody has their jokes and now, you know, the memes and all of that. Great. Me personally, I feel like this girl is sick in the head and
Gotta
she
be.
needs to be in somebody's psych ward, not in prison, not, you know, locked up, thrown away the key and forgotten about. But she really needs to go sit down and seriously get a psych eval because I've seen a lot of people talking about, oh, this was her doing something for attention. But it's like, even if you that desperate for her attention, there's still got to be some psychological imbalance because you were willing to go to this far of an extreme to get it. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's still something that ain't. So I really, my prayer for her, and I know everybody's like, I wasted a prayer on her. I can't believe it. I'm gonna save my good prayers. I'm like, y'all fake ass Christians. And yes, I said fake ass Christians because I can call you that because anybody who's sitting up here counting the prayers and all of that, you ain't really walking the walk and talking the talk anyway. And you ain't doing it for the right reasons. But I'm still praying for her mother, her father, her, and everybody else involved in that situation because the girl needs help. She needs help. Seriously, she needs help. And that's
Yeah.
how I feel about it.
She definitely needs some help because I don't understand what the hell was going on with this. I'm gonna be honest. Now, the memes and everything. One thing about me, y'all know I'ma laugh. One thing about me is always gonna be a chuckle in my spirit. Okay,
I have been laughing at that police chief suits because he come Nick Saban sharp.
yeah, he be
Okay,
sharp. He be sharp now.
come Nick
He be
Saban
sharp.
sharp.
I I don't know. Carly, what the fuck? Like, I just don't know. I'm like, girl. And I don't feel like it's a wasted prayer because she definitely got something going on. I really hope whatever was going on, this ain't end up to make it worse, just to be 100. Whatever she had going on is nothing compared to now,
That's what I told
because
my mom.
she's facing possible charges, like all of
The
that.
public humiliation,
Exactly.
scrutiny,
Like,
all of that.
she can't go back to school at this point. She done lost her job at the spa, which I used to work at that spa, y'all. It's so funny. Like, her boyfriend, and yesterday he put that little note out saying that, like, she was his ex now, and
scrubbed everything from
you
his
know
page.
yeah, like, and honestly, if my boyfriend did that to me, I would feel the same way, because I mean, hell, he was lied to too. But yeah, I don't know. Do I think she should face any charges? I don't know. I'm still like, I feel like, because first of all, we live in Alabama. It happened with Hoover Police. They have a reputation for being racist. I feel like they'll make an example out of her, if anything,
For
and
sure.
probably, and because this was such a, like, big deal, I think the public also want to see some kind of, like, closure, or they want to see something happen to her. So
everybody wants her to go to jail.
Yeah. And
like,
honestly,
I see a lot of black people saying she needs to go to jail. She needs to learn from her actions. She needs to go to jail. She needs to go under the jail. And I'm just like, wow. Like, I don't know why I'm amazed, but I am.
I mean, if they decide to press charges against her, I'm just gonna keep it a book. It's nobody's fault but her own. Because if it's not against the law for you to run away or for you to disappear, but I think the way she did it is what is so, like crazy to people. So if that's what they decide to do, I mean, you an adult, you made your bed.
Well, I think it is against the law to fake a kidnapping. I think that's a federal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think it's against a lot of fake a kidnapping, but also doing the 911 call.
Yeah, that was probably
fake 911 call. And then initially, I think she lied to the police. So yeah, but I think also because of everybody, like, online, because I be looking through the Facebooks and stuff like that, and they feel like, oh, she wasted so many tax-paying dollars, and all. Like, people waste tax-paying dollars every damn day. They waste tax-paying dollars. So I don't think that's the concern. I just feel like
it says filing a false report, which is usually a misdemeanor, up to a year in jail and fines to $1,000.
I definitely would say some kind of fine, probation, or like community service or something if they had to do it. But I don't think jail is.
They need to send her ass to the crazy house. And I know we're not supposed to say that no more.
Than jail, hell.
But she really needs to be evaluated. So maybe not but a place where they actually gonna, like, evaluate her, not just throw her in somewhere where they gonna stuff her up with meds, but let's keep it 100.
What places is really, some of these rehabilitation places ain't doing that for real. It ain't a whole lot of,
there are some, like, I mean, I don't know what the other objective would be, but I'm just saying, with therapy of some sort needs to be the main concern, because she needs some. Eventually, she will probably be back in society, so she needs to get whatever going on in her head situated and coping mechanisms so that she can continue to be halfway productive through society from this point on, because she ain't gonna be in jail for the rest of her life.
I think if our justice system was actually, like, the kind that wanted to help people, like, I feel like that sounds good, but what actually may happen, I don't think it's gonna be that. I mean,
Oh yeah, I know they gonna.
you know what I'm
I know
saying?
they gonna lock her up and throw away the key. But I'm
Yeah.
still trying to keep hope because I really feel like she ain't. It's not a lot of people hoping positive or like something productive to happen for her. Everybody just
Yeah.
want her to suffer, and I'm not me personally, the type of Black woman I am. I'm not about to ever sit up here and be like, she need to lock her up, throw away the key, forget about her, fuck her. I'm not about to be like that because she still need help, and it's very obvious.
Yeah, she does. She does. Um, I just feel like this was something. Again, when you do stuff, you can't just always assume people are gonna like have this immense amount of compassion for you because you didn't have that enough consideration for what you was doing. So I think that's something also. But on the other hand, I said this last time, we seen so many white people like fake their disappearance or like,
All
disappear
the
and
millionaires who fake
yeah,
die so that they can collect the insurance
yeah,
money because they going broke.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like white people have done far more and gotten less scrutiny. So
Mm-hmm.
handle her the same way y'all handle them. And for people who are like, oh, well, she just wasted so many resources. I think one of the biggest questions is why aren't they doing that already for so many missing girls? Why aren't they like making all of them such a big deal? Like, because
Because while
we
y'all out
talking,
here counting your prayers, why y'all not posting the pictures of all the other Black missing girls and women from Alabama? Y'all out here talking about I prayed for her, I prayed for her, I supported Black women, I support Black women. Oh, but ain't none of y'all posted nothing about nobody else missing from nowhere.
and also, she's not a public figure, so she doesn't owe anybody anything. Like, this not a celebrity or something we talking about. Because I feel like sometimes people feel like, oh, well, I want to know what happened. Like, she don't owe us, like, the public explanation. She's a regular girl.
Yeah. And we said
So,
last we had, she might not even know what happened. That girl might have lost her goddamn mind.
yeah, I don't really know. And honestly, I do think somebody helped her. I don't think she just,
Obviously. Because how the fuck did you get from the freeway? Let's start there.
yes.
And that's all we have to say.
That's all we have to say.
From the freeway, because they found your car at the freeway. So how did you get from the freeway? Did you Uber? Because if you Uber, that means somebody saw you. Why the Uber driver ain't say nothing?
If that was the case, they would have been on all of that because they could have checked her phone records and credit card and all that stuff.
Covering for somebody.
Oh, so clearly, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I just wish her the best. I really hate that it happened. I think it's stupid as fuck. But on one hand, I get it. Shit, I be want to run away too. On the cartoons when they be having a little knapsack bag and they had a little stick. They just
sometimes
I do this.
And I know this gonna sound kind of messed up, but I think if you think about what I'm trying to say, I be envious of the homeless folks because it's like they ain't got no bills. They ain't got no worries. They don't got no concerns. And this might be a high take, whatever you want to call it. But I be envious of the homeless people.
Sizzling hot, but
not the ones who are like mentally challenged. But y'all know it's some homeless people and you meet them. They be very much so in their right mind. They just homeless. Like they just, and you'll talk to them and they be like, man, this the happiest I didn't be. You'll talk to them. They didn't work at a corporation and they lost everything, but they said this the happiest they didn't ever been because they don't got to answer to nobody. Like Franklin Saint, if y'all watch Snowfall, at the end of Snowfall, he was like, man, this the most peace I done got in the last however many years. I ain't, it's sometimes, and I be envious because it's like you slaving away all day just to give your money back to people. Let me keep that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't no telling. I ain't no telling how she was feeling. Like nursing school and all that stuff, it ain't easy. Right. And when you got parents that have super high expectations of you, trying to live up to them, dealing with your boyfriend, you still working or trying to save money or trying to move out. Child, I understand, but I just feel like this just wasn't done well, and I hate that for her. And I hate that the world is still it's hard on Black women. If this was a white woman, she could have been came out and started crying and said she was in crisis, and everybody would have been like, I get it. I'm in crisis too. But because it's us, we have to like do things the right way. And this makes it so hard for them to want to look for other black girls. How dare you? It's a slap in the face. Like, we have to hold everything on our shoulders all the time. Even in my disappearance, I have to figure out how to do that well.
I can't even lose my goddamn mind.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I on one hand I really do feel her, but on the other hand,
I don't.
You was looking up stuff at work on the work computer. Come on now.
That's why I'm like, she didn't think this through. This is how I'm like, she can't be all there, because I didn't watch Law and Order SVU, First 48, well, all these different NCIS, CSI, SWAT team, all these shows, and you mean to tell me you thought you was gonna do something with what she still $125 in your sock? A one-way ticket to Nashville that you did not even use because somehow you showed up at your parents' house on Saturday. Like, it's just like, you didn't even think this shit all the way. You could not have thought this all the way through, because what did you think? What the fuck did you think was going to happen when you returned?
Yeah.
You had to return. That was the plan, right? You weren't going to just disappear for forever. Not with $125, you wasn't. So
you might have been tricking if you got it. I don't know.
So when you came back, what did you think? You thought everybody was just gonna be so relieved that you came back that they were just gonna be like, she's back. Great.
She probably did though.
Girl, you weren't missing that long, and that's no disrespect, but it's just like, if you thought that, you should at least held out a week. I'm just gonna be real.
She could have came back.
Barely cut off.
I think too, she just didn't think it through well, because once they put the 911 call out, and then they had already put the video of the highway out, and on the 911 call she said, oh, there are no other cars up here, and clearly on the video is cars zooming by
interstate.
So it's like, she just did not think any of that through. Like, I know people think of it like, what sane person would do something like that? But sometimes when you losing your damn mind, you're not thinking rationally. So
exactly. You ain't sane.
You're not sane. Exactly. So like,
I don't think this was for attention. And if it was, that means she's like a what is it? Like a narcissist, which is a mental illness. Like, she gotta be she's so absorbed within herself that she's willing to do anything to that. That's crazy as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I pray for her family to get healing. I pray for her ex-boyfriend and his sister and them to get healing, that they move on. Homeboy start a t-shirt line or something, profit off of all them damn followers. I'm gonna just tell you something tomorrow.
He's already been verified.
We went to Bessemer Academy together. So shout out to you, I guess, whatever. You need to do something to not profit off your pain. People been doing it for years. Go ahead.
He need to go on and do an interview.
A little money. Start your podcast. If you ain't never had shit to talk about, now you do. So
yeah,
like, do something. 50,000 followers. You better do something with that.
That's crazy.
And speaking about profiting off your pain, or I don't even know if that's a good transition. I thought I was gonna be able to transition today. It wasn't. We're gonna keep it pushing.
We're just gonna move on.
I don't know if I'm trying to lose my voice or what's going on, but you brought this up when we were having our little pre-game chit chat,
right?
About just men not always being dialed in, and you brought up the example. Or just being late. Like, they always late to the game. And you were using an example of LaToya Luckett and Slim Thug, because it seems like recently they've rekindled, and we've seen like Ashanti and Nelly and Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. And, I don't know, however many people have doubled back recently in their relationships.
Right.
It's nuts. I hate having plants and fruit and anything fresh in the home.
Yep.
But anyways, just about how, like, a lot of these men that were with these women, and a lot of them, they broke up because of infidelity and just the guys not being, in the place that they were supposed to be. And so the women, they had to mature as well and grow. And you were just saying how you were talking to your partner about, how sometimes guys, they don't be getting it. And I totally agree because I can't tell you how many men I've dated and like we're cool now, like we're just cordial friends or whatever, but they'll come back and be like, you know, you was probably like one of the best women I ever met. Like, and it's like, yeah, dummy. That's like, yeah.
Really?
You don't say.
Right. Man,
So yeah, I don't know.
There's something wrong with me. And what really made me want to have this conversation, I don't know if Thomas is gonna listen to these because sometimes he be listening to this and then he'll come back and tell me stuff about it or whatever. If you are, hey, and yes, sometimes I join it. He had said like, oh, I wonder if Slim Thug, you know, now that they may be back together because we don't know, allegedly. If you look at her YouTube page, which I will link the video down below in the description box. They did a video earlier this year and they was kind of like talking about their love story and everything, and they were like madly in love, kind of like everybody thought they was gonna be together and all this, but they were also like on again, off again. And I know for a fact, I think he cheated on her. I can't remember if he had like a baby on her or something like that, but they had some big
infidelity issues.
Yeah. And that kind of was like the breaking point for her. And so she ended up leaving him. And of course, later on, she got married and had 2 kids. And, you know, she's now divorced. And so Thomas was like, oh, well, I wonder, does he feel like, dang, like somebody else had her and like this other dude and had kids with her and like, you know, she's like, she could be messed up like from that other dude and all this stuff. And like, meanwhile, like we were supposed to be together. And I'm like, that's such a crazy way of looking at it. Like, I feel like
a manly way. I mean,
yes,
so I like, but that's just a man. That's some nigga shit to say.
Yes, like, cause on the flip side of it, like women think the same thing when we find out you cheating with the other girl. Like you, the man I love, and you laying up with some other girl trying to convince me that it's not a big deal, or like, oh, it was just a one-time thing,
or him, like he got a kid that with a woman he not with, and you know he's probably been through some life experiences. Like I feel like it's a lot of times men will, and again, you know, I know how y'all be men, y'all hate men, bash me. No, but I hear a lot of guys say they be looking for women with no baggage and no extra stuff, as if they ain't coming with a whole lot of motherfucking extra bag.
As if they can't just leave somebody.
Bag lady, we need bag man, because a lot of y'all men got some heavy ass bags.
Yes,
and I'm tired of trying to like act like y'all don't be bringing shit to the like. I know a lot of grown ass, and I'm talking about 30-something plus men who just now are being able to even say, yeah, I cry, or yeah, I this hurt me, or yeah, when I was a kid this happened, so this why I'm like this way.
Yeah, like, I mean, not only that, they say that like they don't leave women with baggage. You want women with no baggage, but every woman you done left her with baggage.
You done fucked them over.
What do you mean? Like, it just don't be making sense to me, and it just always like it's a show on Prime also, because this is how we started talking about these. It's a show on Prime called With Love. It's a cute little show. But I finished both seasons like the other day over the weekend. And the girl on the show, spoiler alert if you're gonna watch it, comment below if you've been watching it. But the girl on the show, the main character, she fell in love with this guy named Santiago or whatever, right? Guy of her dreams. In the first season, basically they broke up because she found out that he doesn't believe in marriage. He never wants to get married. And so that was kind of like a blow to her because they had already kind of like fallen in love. And so she was kind of like, damn, like that's my thing. Like I want to be married one day. I want a family. And he was just like, you know, we could be together. I don't want to. So they broke up, and then eventually they like rekindled, got back together, and she kind of felt like, you know, oh, maybe like getting together this time it'll be different. Maybe he could change his mind. But she never had the conversation with him, which was mistake number one. And then later on, when things were going so well, it was like Thanksgiving on the show. and her grandmother found a ring in somebody's jacket pocket. It had fell on the floor. And so she overheard her grandmother talking to the family, and she thought, oh my God, he's gonna propose to me. So he take her outside and get on one knee, and this motherfucker opened up the god. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad for real.
Earrings.
It was a key. Talking about something he wanted to move in. Get your ass
I've seen
on.
that scenario played out in a ton of movies and shows where the guy get down and it's a necklace or earrings or a key to the apartment or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know what in guys' minds don't be clicking to them that when a man bestows or anybody bestows themselves on one knee in front of me, I'm assuming that you're about to ask for my hand.
And like she like crying, like, oh my God.
But
and
see, that just show you men be so
up.
fucking not delirious. What's
Delusional.
the word? Delusional, and so out of touch. Because it's like they don't even understand. Like, women a lot of women think about marriage,
about that, yeah.
especially if I'm dating you. Like we're in a relationship. So for you to not even consider, oh, maybe I don't need to get down on one knee to give her this. Maybe I just need to pull it out and be like, hey, I got something to ask you. Not, oh, let me get down on one knee and do this whole thing just to give you a pair of damn earrings or a damn key to my apartment.
Like, that's so crazy to me. Like,
and why are you putting it in a jewelry box? Just give me the goddamn key.
Child, there's more. So she got mad because she was like, what the fuck? I thought you was about to propose. And he was like, no, I told you I didn't want to get married or whatever. And she was like, basically, this is a deal breaker for me. Whatever. They broke up. So when they broke up later on, she started dating another guy, and she had fell in love with him or whatever. So their relationship going good, going great. And the ex who gave her the key kind of came back into her life because they have like a lot of mutual friends and stuff, and so they were trying to be friends, but deep down she really still loves him. It's just she knows that it's not going to work because they have different ideas about what they want. And so now that he see her like with the other dude, and then his two best friends also just got married, now he's like, oh, like this whole time I think I was wrong and my perception of marriage is wrong. So he kind of like went and professed his love to her and was like, yeah, I love you,
all these movies
and now I want us to be together, and yada yada yada. And she was just kind of like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm with somebody. And now, he crying in the car basically because the love of his life gone and finna marry somebody else.
Egos are so huge. I feel like that's such a, because there's another show that's similar, kind of like that, Survival of the Thickest with Michelle Buteau, the light-skinned girl from the comedian, but it's really, really good. It's a good watch. I watched it in a day. But spoiler alert, sorry. But this is literally happens in the first episode. So her boyfriend of like 5 or 6 years ends up cheating on her. And she is cheated on, and black women, we like, oh, this is my time to self-discover. I'm gonna rediscover what I want to do with myself because I've been living with this man and living under this man, and I don't know who I am anymore. Okay. So of course, like, episodes go by and she's moving on, figuring out, starting her business, doing her own thing. And here comes the guy who cheated on her in that place they shared. She caught him. He talking about I become a better man, and as a black man. And she was like, nigga, what? And I was like, see, this how men be, man. Like, you did some fucked up shit. Then you come to me expecting that I'm already gonna be even open and receptive to receiving whatever you gotta say when you did the fucked up shit in the first place, unwarranted. Just like we talked about it last episode, unwarranted lies. You cheated on me in our home that we share, and then you're expecting me to take you back. Come on, let's use our common sense. You didn't even have enough common sense to take a bitch to a hotel. You brought her to our home.
I mean, you violated me.
There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that because, like, come on now, in our home, in the place that we share.
I don't know why men are so like late on stuff. Like, and I know women mature faster than men. And I get
think it
all
really
of
be
that.
boiling down to they be thinking with their dicks, and they be thinking that like it's something that there's something that they're missing out if they ain't out here having some of everything, if they ain't sampling a little something off of every buffet station. And that's why when you listen to some of the old pimps and the old folks who used to be out here in the streets and the old players, they tell you it's about finding you a good one who gonna hold you down, who gonna ride with you, who believe in you, who support you, who all of that stuff, because that's what matter at the end of the day.
I mean, that's true. Hell, they ass can't talk. They was doing the same thing too. But
Right.
I don't know, that just had to be said on here, because that was like, like, I don't know why it takes them so long to like get on the same page. Like, it take months, years for them to be like, oh, you know what?
Decades.
Yes, like, you were right.
Duh.
And I love you. Huh? And so you think
and I feel like it's always when they see you moved on and you doing better and life goes on without them. That's why I said they be having egos
it's an ego
the size
thing.
of the fucking sun.
Now you walking around here with your fist balled up like Arthur, mad.
Because you thought my world revolved around you. You thought that the sun wasn't gonna rise and set like it always do. Like I wasn't gonna keep it pushing. Like I was just gonna jump off the cliff because I didn't want to be with you no more. No, sir.
And it's so crazy because in those situations, it always be the nigga you want that be acting like that too. The nigga you
and then they come back crying.
Yes, like the nigga you want. That's the one that act like that. Like the one that gets the people going. That's the one that act like that. But the nigga that act right, he doing everything right. That's what I need y'all to understand. If it's men out there listening, here are the facts. Let's lay them out and get your pens and your paper and your notebook out, okay? Listen, you might be acting a damn fool, but that other nigga is doing everything right. Okay?
He might be a little medium ugly.
He might be medium ugly or whatever, but I rest assured that nigga is doing everything right. When they be saying on here like be his piece, he out here being her piece. And he's making it hard for you.
Look, he being my piece of steel. He not only is he taking care, he laying it down. He just look.
Yes.
I keep trying to. I be telling dudes that like, cause ever since I moved, you know, it be niggas in my DMs like, oh, I'm gonna come visit you. I'm gonna come da 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 da. Let me come up there. Let me da da da. And I be like, y'all gonna fuck around and you gonna keep waiting for whatever the fuck chickens to fly. And I'ma have a nigga, and I'm not gonna be worried. Cause I keep trying to put the precursor out there. Once I get tied down, I'm at the game, coach.
That's it. Yeah,
I'm retired. I'm about to be in the. They're like, what happened to Aubrey? We don't see her no more. Y'all, today I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking. Like I'm about
to.
Babe. Oh, he said he like when I throw the little extra seasoning on the. I can't tell y'all that. That's a secret. That's
for the garnish. For the
babe,
garnish.
stop. You know I'm doing the video. I'm telling the people what y'all want to be. What y'all want to eat. I'm gonna be the hood version of Tabitha Brown. I'm still eat meat. I'm a cuss, and we gonna have a good time. But when I tell y'all,
but that's your business.
I'm gonna be very domesticated. Okay,
yeah.
And won't be no shame in my game. I'm just waiting for the right one. I keep trying to tell y'all. A lot of women, and I can't speak for all women, but the ones that I know who are single and want a man, they don't have no problem being domesticated or following your lead or whatever the hell. Yeah. But when it makes sense, we keep telling you when it makes sense, when it makes sense, when it makes sense. Maybe one day y'all gonna.
The problem isn't the submission or any of that. It's just the fact that a lot of people aren't actual like leaders.
And a lot of y'all dealing with people y'all don't like. We keep saying that too. Y'all going after women because they look good and because they got this followers and they know this person and they can connect you to this person. And these people don't like you and you don't like them. Mm-hmm. Like I saw somebody on Instagram today and he was complaining, talking about I met a girl and she talking about she don't want to talk to me because I got a podcast and I got good credit. I got dog, I got all these things. He listed all these things. He said, he's like, and it's crazy because she a bottle girl. And I'm like, like, and no disrespect to some of the bottle girls out there. I know plenty of bottle women who they out there getting their money and do their paper. But a lot of these bottle girls, they got an MO. They got a way that they handle themselves. So maybe you shouldn't be going after that bottle girl in the first goddamn place because you should know what's coming with her in the first place.
Yeah, she like a BDB. Not only that, if something is a deal breaker for somebody, get the fuck on.
Why are you still talking to me? That's why I lay it all out there up front, what it is and what it ain't, because I'm not like, you can get to know me, but it's certain things that I'm not like that I know I'm not about to change. I'ma tell you up front. Like, people who might drink a lot, they like, look, I like to have my 5 glasses of wine a week. I'm not gonna stop doing that. Okay, cool. You let me know, whatever. If you don't like people who drink, you go on about your business. If you do, you keep talking to them. But it's like, I don't understand why people will meet people like, or what kills me is they follow them on Instagram. They see their social media, and then when you talk to them or go out, they be like, "Oh, you have a podcast? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Nigga, you follow me on Instagram, you didn't know? So what was you looking at? What did you not read nothing?" Like, I don't know. That's just weird. That's weird.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like the IQ level sometimes it's a little. And that's not me. Like, I just sometimes men, I don't know. And I'm not saying that like women don't be doing stuff. Obviously, duh. But like sometimes I don't know what to say about y'all. Like, y'all be late of the late of the late of the late of the late. Like, don't ever peep game when it's time. It's crazy. It's crazy. But remember, make sure you put a star by that on your paper. If you don't have it figured out, believe me, another nigga.
If that girl supports you and when she talk to you, or that man, whoever, this for everybody. If that person is like trying to say things that are trying to make you better, and they trying to push you and pour into you and all that, maybe you give that person a shot. Maybe you actually, say, maybe this person gives a damn about me. Maybe you don't say, oh, this is too much, I'm not ready, because they might not be available no more. Because a lot of y'all, and y'all might not want to listen to me when I say this, and that's not even speaking for myself. This is just in general. A lot of y'all met the person you're supposed to be with, but you don't want to be with them because they don't fit whatever the fuck mold you done came up with in your head. And you don't know what God got for you. So you need to go ahead and just clean the slate off and just allow his blessing to be his blessing. Because a lot of y'all is blocking the positivity that's supposed to come in your life because you want to keep up with Tom, Dick, Harry, Keisha, and them. Okay?
Period. So
moving on. Speaking of with Tom, Dick, Carrie, and Keisha and them, I'm skipping because I really want to talk about this because it was such a good fucking movie.
Yeah, of course.
What Jill Scott say?
That's what I'm talking about.
This is what the fuck I'm talking about. So the long anticipated, long awaited, because I feel like they've been advertising this. We found out about this movie 3 years ago. I feel like now.
Really?
I feel like I've heard about this movie for a long time. Because originally it was supposed to be just theaters, and then I remember they said Netflix, and then now they did the theaters the week before and then Netflix after. So like I remember, because I've been keeping up with it, because if y'all don't know what we're talking about, so the movie They Clone Tyrone came out this past week. It's been out a week now, so we're gonna spoil it, because if get in the field. Okay, y'all watching Oppenheimer, Oompa Loompa, whatever.
What is
that movie that's about an atomic bomb? Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah,
Oppenheimer, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
y'all watching that and dressing up to see Barbie and them, this white woman. But I was at the crib watching that Tyrone and them because I'm from around the way. So, this movie came out, and when I say 10 out of 10,
10 out of 10,
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, it had John Boyega, Tiana Parrish, and Jamie Foxx, and a bunch of other people. I want to say I saw
his fine ass.
I know he married. Oh, but every time I see him, It had what's his name, Lou Young, or that guy who be doing the skits impersonating people. I saw him at the beginning. I was like, okay, they had David Allen Greer.
Yes.
They just had a lot of people in the movie.
Yeah.
And it was just the way they shot it, the costuming, the storyline, and the plot. This was one of the few movies that I actually like. I kind of knew where we was going with this, but I still didn't know where we was going with this. You know, like I knew where we was, because for the most part, I could kind of put some things together in my head from watching the trailer, but I didn't know how it was going to end. You know, I didn't know how it was going to all come together. But I knew it had something to do with white folks doing what white people always do, which is messing with us. Because what's new?
I mean, I feel like it was a documentary and not a movie.
If I had some glasses.
The movie was so good. First of all, Jamie Foxx and them are so funny in the movie, and it was acted and done so well, because they really made light of the movie a lot of the time when it's kind of serious subject matter. So I thought that it was done really well, and I like how like it's like everybody drove an old school, and like they really made it seem like so around the way. Like at the end when they was on the news and stuff, and the boy was like, "This shit crazy." Yeah, like that literally felt
or
like
even when they took over the place and the guy was sitting with his feet, and he like, bro, guess where I'm at? Man, I'm out here with them folk. Then we done took over the place, man. You ain't gonna believe, And then he talking about some, tell Keisha bring some of her friends too. I was like, that's some nigga shit. Niggas in the middle of overthrowing a government experiment, and he's talking about some pull up on me.
I loved it. I love us. Like, I really do. I really do. But the movie was so good. So basically in the movie, Tyrone figures out that like he is a clone, and there's like multiples of him. And the main one of him is a black man who is like the lead doctor who discovered and who leads all of the
real Tyrone. He's actually Tyrone, because the guy we meet, right? The guy we meet at the beginning is Fontaine.
Yeah.
And then we find out Fontaine is actually Tyrone, the doctor. And he copied all these people after him. And even that part, and I know we were probably getting there, but that part blew my mind at the end. And this is why we be saying all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Because, and again, the spoiler alert, but I was so shocked when they did that pan, and I saw how he was trying to turn the black people white. I said, well, I'll be damned. That's the one that got me. That's the one that really got me. I did not expect. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that part was
this
like
nigga trying to make us assimilate.
Yeah, but you know, in a lot of these circumstances, even in real life, sometimes it be taking another black person, because it's kind of like when you put a spy in somewhere, like you need somebody that has an in, like somebody that knows.
Fred Hampton situation.
Yeah, like somebody that knows everything, and like if you're trying to infiltrate the black community, who else better to help you than somebody black? Like, you know what I mean? Somebody else from around the way. So it makes a lot of sense. But basically in the movie though, they had clones of him all over, and not just him, other people,
the whole city,
and it was in different cities all around the US, and they all had them doing certain things to kind of like keep the flow of what they wanted to go on.
They had mind control in the chicken, like, so it was very black exploitation-esque, but then mixed with like real shit. So like you were saying at the beginning, a lot of the stuff they were making jokes of or light of, it was actually real shit. Like that chicken scene when it was like, it's in the chicken, and everybody in the chicken spot was like, I was like,
it made me think
about to never be at Popeyes again.
Don't it make you think of like when the chicken sandwich came out and everybody was like trying so hard to get the chicken sandwich? But that also made me think of Undercover Brother. You remember on Undercover Brother, and they was like the General's fried chicken, And like they had him
Kentucky Fried
dancing and
Chicken, yeah.
stuff, and that's how they was like getting black people under mind control. So it's like it was funny to me, but it made
Sorry.
it made sense also. But not only that, in the music, we always talk
In
about
the
it on
church.
here. In the
In the church,
church,
that's what really got me. I was like, it's in
it's
the church. And I
surprising.
see a lot of people don't be paying attention to this because they get caught up in the person delivering the message, not realizing the
Mhm.
person that's delivering the message is wicked.
Yeah, and that's why you supposed to know them for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
even that, the perms,
It was
in the
everywhere. The grape
everywhere grape
juice.
juice. I thought it was funny how when they was not funny, but I thought it was like funny to how they showed like when they were underground or whatever, they had the rap music playing, and then when the man
Mm-hmm.
changed the music, they like hugged
Right.
each
They start
other.
hug.
And I
Mm-hmm.
said that like it was a documentary. I think it was on Hulu or something about Hurricane Katrina, and they had this lady on there talking about how like the gang culture and stuff in the black community, and she talked about like how black people like bass and we like drums and stuff, and she was like, if you think about it, like in Africa and in a lot of like cultures, like even in America, how they used to have the band playing the drums like in
Mm-hmm.
war. So it's like drums of war, and sometimes a lot of that bass
Oh.
and that music, like
To hype you up.
emotionally, it is like getting you in that kind of mind frame, in an aggressive mind
Mm-hmm.
frame. And when we listen to that kind of music all the time, spiritually, that's how we are all the time. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
like in an aggressive mode all the time. And I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense.
No, it does. 'Cause
Um,
I know people who are like, oh yeah, like they can't listen to rap or anything when they drive because they'll get road rage. It makes them
mhm,
like so they have to listen to gospel or something calming when
mhm.
they drive because it prevents them from getting all bent up out of shape. So I mean, I believe, and I feel like there's been science come out that have studied like how different levels of bass and stuff can evoke certain emotions and certain
Yes.
things. So the movie was a movie, but it was a lot of real shit. Like I
It was
said,
real tea in
it
that
was
movie for real. Yeah.
it was so much where I want to watch it again because I'm like I know I missed something. I know it was something that
Mhm.
still like slipped through the cracks because it was only I was trying to figure out why there was only certain people that were clones. Again, this is spoiling because it was like
Mhm.
the pimp, like Jamie Foxx character, was a clone. Fontaine was a clone. The preacher was a clone. But like I forgot her name, but I'm gonna say the hoe, the prostitute,
Mhm.
Peaches. Was it Peaches?
Yeah.
Peaches didn't have a clone.
Mhm.
So I want to see if I missed why only certain, was it because they played into the stereotypes?
I think
And then
so.
the clones, a lot of the clones I saw, even though I saw women, at first I thought it was only black male clones. Cause I was like, oh, cause now they really digging deep in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? What
uh,
what also was weird to me that I feel like they didn't explain. It's like, okay, when they killed Fontaine the first time,
mm-hmm,
and they put him back or whatever, they didn't think
mm-hmm,
like other people wasn't gonna see that. Like, when Lil Murder and them
right,
approached him, was like, I just killed you last night. Like,
mm-hmm.
they didn't, I feel like they didn't think that through. Like, you just gonna have him come back, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well, I
know.
guess maybe they were going like through the chicken and the stuff that they
Yeah,
consume.
maybe
Maybe it
so.
messes with the memory or whatever. I
Maybe
don't
so.
know.
And or
Because
even
I'm
like,
sure.
even his
Go
mom
ahead.
being a damn box.
That
Oh,
broke
that
my heart. I
shocked
cried.
me.
I cried. I knew it. I knew it though. I knew it when they got back from the underground before the insurrection and all that. Before
Mm-hmm.
it was like it was some, I can't remember the turning point, but it was something that happened after they went and saw the lab the first time where I was like, the fact that we ain't seen his mama yet, some
Mm-hmm.
ain't adding up. I was like, where the fuck is his mama? I'm like, he doing all of this. He been gone all times of night. And it was just, I think it was the repetition of her phrases too. It was like she kept saying the same thing. No, I'm good, baby. No, I'm like, it's just like, It
Yeah,
just
but
seemed
even that
weird.
is like, I wonder what happened to his mom. And then did they ever think that he was like not gonna open the door?
Well, he never had a mom. That's the thing. He never had a mom because he never existed. Fontaine was somebody that the doctor created. He was never a person.
Mm,
He was always a clone. There was never a Fontaine.
mm,
Like they were plants. That's why I said I'm curious to know why they picked certain people to be clones.
mm.
Like why they did certain people, because like the preacher, the drug dealer, the pimp, like those are very like significant people to have
Yeah.
cloned.
I mean, in a way, they did tell you because they wanted them to have those actions going on throughout the community. Like they
Right.
needed
They
the
wanted them to
pastor.
perpetuate.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the
right.
the agenda that they were pushing forward, and so they need the drug dealer to deal the drugs. They need the pastor because if you can't reach people that's not doing living a life of crime, then okay, I can get them at church, or like if
Mhm.
they don't do that, then I can get them in the food, or like okay, they're not doing
Mhm.
that, well, I can get them with the perm, or they're not
Mhm.
doing that, I can get them with the grape juice, or you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like they had everything. Yeah, they it's just everywhere. I say this on here all the time when we talk about like black people and just like the world, but I just want us to be so like dialed into things more so than like social
Mhm.
media and idolizing celebrities and like just things that don't matter. Like I just want us to be so much more dialed into like things that matter, things that
Mhm.
actually met our families, and like being more aware of the things we
Communities,
eat,
our
the
communities.
yeah, our communities, like less violence, our mental health, our physical health, like all the things. There's so many things that's like we just be living life, and really like being in America, being in the world has you like that. Like you so worried
Mhm.
about work and money and paying your bills, you don't feel a way if you pick up some quick, Chick-fil-A or something to eat. Or you don't feel a way like, oh, I want to listen to my workout music or whatever, and it's rap music, but it could be programming you. Or like, I just want us to like guard our spirits a little bit more because it is so much spiritual warfare going on out there.
And it's been documented that they be experimenting us, like the Tuskegee
Yeah.
experiment, some of those other experiments that have happened with black women and our anatomy and them cutting up our bodies and just all the fucked up shit. Like, so I don't want y'all to be naive to think, and we ain't about to get on here and open up our third eye on y'all, but I don't want y'all to be naive to think that stuff just stopped there. Like, oh, they ain't doing nothing like that no more. No, they just got smarter and better at the way that they hide the stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if they was
you
doing that
said,
shit in 1950 something and 1930 and 19
mhm.
1892, what the
When they
fuck
ain't
you
even
think?
have modern electricity.
Right. Like, what do you think they doing in 2023? Like, let's
Mhm.
keep it a book. Like, just be very like smart. I just want us to like be on our P's and Q's. Just about certain stuff and just to be aware. Like I feel like even just the awareness is sometimes hard because it's hard to learn about all these things and be like, damn, all this stuff going on. But when you know,
Mhm.
you have a responsibility to do better. And I just want
Mhm.
so much better for us. I really do.
Mhm. I agree. And the soundtrack to the movie is bomb too. There was this song in the movie called "Drunk as Fuck," and I love that song. It
Oh,
was
I
like
have to listen to that.
"Drunk as fuck,
Yeah, I gotta
dun
listen to
dun
that.
dun, drunk as fuck." As soon as I heard it in the movie, I was like, add it to the playlist. And just shout out to John Boyega. John Boyega, if you ever see this, because I'm gonna do like my other Pisces sister Erica Badu did. I'm a manifest. John Boyega, if you ever see this, I'm a fellow Pisces. You're a fellow Pisces. I love Pisces men, even though y'all are Sour Patch Kids. And I love that you love black women. I love black men. So I'm just saying, I'll go cross the pond for you. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Governor. Spot of tea.
Hello, governor.
bruv. Bruv.
Hello, bruv.
Hello, bruv. Have you
In
talked to
it.
your mom?
Well, they be
Have you
like,
talked to
in
your
it.
mom?
In
Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Have you talked to your mom, bruv? Talk to your
Okay.
mom.
All of that. You gonna be
And
just
I think
like
he Nigerian too.
you gonna be just like Lori Harvey.
I don't want to talk about it because I'm not over that yet. So we're gonna move on.
Child. Anyway,
I'm currently still praying on their downfall.
I would like John
Um,
Boyega more than I would him because he got a little meat on his bones.
And John Boyega seems like a good time. He's tuned in. Like every time he does it, he like I saw him on Sway in the morning, and he was like, they asked him what reality TV show he'd be on. He was like, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like he said it immediately. He was like, Real Housewives of Atlanta. He was like, I love it. I've got sisters. He said, I've got sisters.
Yeah.
I was like, see,
you know what? I actually like.
I love me a man who will sit up and watch reality TV with me. You ain't gotta like it.
Yeah.
But when you watch
I like this role for him because we haven't really seen him play like thug.
Right.
You know,
he's always playing Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah, he's like the token black
Negro
guy. Yeah. So I really like
that one movie. He did that movie with Michael K. Williams. It was his last movie where he played the guy who had PTSD, the vet who robbed the bank. It was kind of like John Q-esque.
Okay.
That was a good movie. It was a different role for John Boyega as well. But I think this has been my favorite role that he's done so far.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job. Yeah.
I really liked him as Fontaine. I mean, the cast, like we said before, the cast was like 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody who was in it, I was like, okay, I like that. Now, what I will say, I will just do this little pointer. Lil Murda don't need to play no more thugs. Lil Murda, I need you to go tap dance or do something else because I don't want you to start getting typecast. But this, you keep this like a third thug.
I don't want to say like recently, but he has done roles like he been in like some of those old movies like not like
maybe
like Third Good and like
Oh, he was in there. Let me go back then.
You know, stuff like that. He did a lot of stuff.
He played Lil Murda. He done played in this as a thug, and he was in White Man Can't Jump as a thug. So I need him to stop auditioning.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Lil Murda every time for me.
I mean, he gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. I just don't want him to get caught
about the demeanor of the thug. He does that so well.
No, when he be having that cut in the I'm gonna holler at you later, partner. And it's crazy because the nigga's from New York. He don't even talk like that.
I know. That's a method actor.
He be beating on them. Him, and what's his name? My boy who also got a girlfriend. My plant brother. Oh, what's his name? Woody?
Oh,
yeah, from P Valley, Woody. That's his name. Woo! He be on there eating fruits and shit on his Instagram. And I'm like, you can't be doing this to me. I know you got, and he be in Memphis too. And it's right up there. I'm like, bruh, I know you got a girl, but like, I just want to, can I play?
Take your bulletproof vest out there, child.
I'm like, nah, because y'all know I've never stepped foot in Memphis again. But if Bertram Bill slid in my DMs, I might have to hit the slab, as they say. I might have to hit the slab. I might have to see what they're talking about.
Child.
Speaking about this movie, They Clone Tyrone. So we finally, so y'all can shut y'all goddamn mouths, even though you're never satisfied. Y'all never satisfied. You know, people can't even get sick. Okay.
Baby.
Jamie Foxx has come out. He came out with a clip, which I did think was kind of ironic. I know how marketing works. He came out with a clip the same day that They Clone Tyrone came out on Netflix. Letting everybody know that he appreciates the prayers and how he, you know, he didn't say what happened. He just said he had a traumatic event happen, and you know, he really was down and he was at the bottom, and he was happy he had his daughter, his sister there for support. And as soon as he came out with a video, here y'all go. He looked sick. He looked light. Why he looked like that? Well, the nigga been sick. Like,
you know, it's funny because we ain't learned nothing from Chadwick. We be trying to, but we ain't learned nothing. And bless his heart too.
Now we know something happened to the man.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, his eyes was looking a little funny. And
But if he
I
had a
think,
brain aneurysm or a stroke or something, that stuff
oh
can
yeah,
really mess
yeah,
with
yeah,
your
yeah.
cognitive functions.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm glad he doing well. Cause y'all got to think too, like these actors and actresses that we like love, they ain't young.
He's in his 50s.
Now, I want
And
to
not
say
saying that that's not that
not
that's
saying that
old and
that's old,
decrepit.
but come on now. Yeah, the public is the public is a mess, but I think also it's very like fitting for the times right now. People would, even without the movie coming out, people be thinking that everybody clone. We still think Boosie,
Mm-hmm.
not Boosie, Gucci been clone. Some of
Mm-hmm.
these celebrities might be a damn clone. Hell, we don't know. So because they be
I believe a
telling
lot of the
you
shit that be in anything that come out be having a little truth to it.
exactly, like they be telling you what's going on in these movies, and you think it's for play, but they be really like programming you to
For
get
real,
used to that
real.
shit. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, but I wish him, a speedy recovery and all the best because I love Jamie Foxx. But yeah, that shit was crazy. And also
And y'all shut up.
they did show his stunt double or whatever too. And the stunt
Mm-hmm.
double looks like him. And so it's like that's another reason why people be like, dang, like okay.
They was complaining that he ain't say nothing. Everybody's like, what he out and about. He ain't saying nothing to nobody. He picking purses up and giving them to ladies, but he don't want to make no statement. He been sick. We've been praying for him. And then so he come out with a statement. He said, thank y'all for praying for me. I'm working, trying to come back better. Here y'all go. Why he look like that? He this. That ain't
Yeah.
Jamie. Da, 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 da. It's like, ain't no satisfying, y'all.
Yeah, the public is just spoiled for real. The public is spoiled. So yeah.
But watch They Clone Tyrone if y'all have not.
Yes.
It is an amazing movie.
Great movie.
I'm probably gonna watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10. I recommend.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't be seeing Barbie, so y'all. I don't not that y'all care about us reviewing that, but I'll probably be waiting till it comes on streaming. I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be me too.
Ticket. Because I don't care that much. I want to support Issa Rae, but I'm also like,
I'm here for all the trends
see...
though. I love seeing everybody get dressed up in the pink and like in a time right now where like everything be so dark. I be happy that people are just out and happy and enjoying their friends, enjoying each other.
Right.
So if you want to go see the Barbie movie, then go see the Barbie movie, baby. I love it. I love to see black women.
What I
get
will be
dressed
mad
up
is if they win fucking Oscars for this movie. I'm just gonna be fucking real.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I have heard
people say that they cried at the movie. I'm like, what the fuck is in the Barbie movie that's got y'all grown motherfuckers crying?
Yeah, see, I don't know. Nah, I might not need to watch
but
it.
It's also been white people, so I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, because we ain't crying at the Barbie movie. I heard it was good, but I ain't heard nobody I know talking about they crying and shit. Nah,
well, Trevor gonna let me know whether I need to see it, and we have the same taste for the most part in a lot of stuff. So he's seeing it, and he gonna tell me what it hit on.
Okay, good. Well, let's go on.
And we gonna. I was gonna say, yeah, we had some technical difficulties today, y'all, but the Lord pulled through and we got through this episode.
Hallelujah.
We had a couple of things that we were gonna hit on, but it wasn't nothing like relevant. Plus, I think a lot of the stuff we talked about is really, really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all follow us. Y'all, first off, shout out to y'all.
We do one of these next time for real. The one about the parents.
Right, or both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to y'all. Y'all have been really like engaging. If y'all follow me, y'all know I've been posting a lot more. I've been trying to do these TikToks and stuff. I do not want to do none of this, but I'm doing it so that y'all will go to the podcast page. So I realized that I have to brand myself, so then y'all will go to the brand that I really want y'all to go. So make sure y'all follow us on all our platforms at _BBPC. We have a TikTok, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter. All of those. Make
Maybe
sure you follow
we have a Pinterest page. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Pinterest too.
Yes.
So make sure y'all follow us. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram at @TheRealAbneyAyana and on Twitter _AbneyAyana_. I have threads. I'm on like everything, and it's pretty much all Abney Ayana. So if you're looking for Abney Ayana, just type in Abney Ayana and you will find it.
You can find me on Instagram at @_the real Jessica Monique. You can find me on TikTok at @the real _Jessica Monique. I'm pretty active on TikTok. Y'all should know this by now. I post a weekly recap every week, and if I get my nails done, I'm
She
gonna
be
vlog
on
it.
it. She be on it.
That's just my little thing this year.
I be
So,
sending her my stuff, and I be like, "Do this look all right?" Because I don't, y'all. I do not. I don't do, like. I'm really much so like one of them people who I just take it and I post it. Because if I look at it too long, I'm like, it's ugly. I hate it. Throw everything away. So I just like to post and go. So like with me trying to like streamline all this so that y'all will go and engage with the page and stuff. Like it's frustrating.
And
but
honestly, I have to be more diligent about posting it on Instagram because I'll post all day on TikTok, and I really feel like it's a little nerve-wracking for me to post on Instagram because I know like a lot of people I know are gonna see it versus like on TikTok. Not, I mean, people I know follow me on there, but a lot of them people I don't know. So it's like,
and I feel the opposite. I'm like,
you know
I
what
like being on Instagram because I feel like if I can get the people I know tuned in, then the people I know gonna tell the people they know, and then they're gonna tell the people they know, and so that's how it's gonna spread off. So if I can get the people who in my circle to really lock in, then you know, so that's funny. But maybe I'll keep Instagram on lock, and then you keep TikTok.
I'm growing with it. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get better. So that's my thing for this year. It's like I say I want certain things, but I gotta put the work in. So that's what we're doing this year. We putting the work in.
Right.
And in the meantime, everything is linked below. You already know the ads are at the bottom of the page. In the description box, everything will be linked below. I'll have some articles and things down there you can refer to for any of the topics we talked about. Comment, engage with us, talk to us. We love you. And thank you for watching, baby. We'll see you next time.
Y'all.
She lit, feel like too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't you packing on nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Stuck in my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just